Alright, let's take a look at the overflow install. And keep in mind, this thing was like $20-something, you know what I mean? So, what you got is I'm sure those probably went on the bottom, but with me putting it on with the socket and the impact, or my small impact, I didn't want to scratch up the red, so I just put them on there. Just a clamp, just holds it on. I'm sure you can probably cut that off if you need to. And then the hose don't match colors, it's okay. And it's super loose, I'm gonna have to put a clamp on this side. This one don't necessarily need it, it's pretty tight, but it being coolant, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a clamp on both sides. But that's it. And like I say, 20 bucks, I got overflow. Yeah, 20 bucks, 10 minutes, got overflow on it. I can live with it. So this thing actually sits, let's put it on top so we can push that down. Like that. But that's gonna touch, so that ain't gonna fly. But it does come with some spacers. So maybe that's the key. There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna leave us no room at all. Either we're going to have to get longer studs or pull the carburetor and back those studs out. Which that would probably be the easiest, I think. So let's do that. Yeah, and we got a bad bolt on this one. So, set him to the side here. Pull our spacer out. So we're going to have to gain some right there. So, well, it's flush with the bottom, so we can actually gain, put us a little piece of Teflon on it, so we know where we started. We won't have a there we go. We cutting it close, ain't it? Sure enough. I may have to get longer bolts. As bad as I would have to hate to do that. Because to get where I need, I'd almost have to pull this thing completely out. And we are not going to do that. I wouldn't feel that comfortable much more than that right there, so if that don't do it, we're going to have to get different bolts is what's got to happen. Yeah, I don't like that at all. So one of two things, we can't run our spacer. Or I'll get longer bolts. Yeah. All right, let me think on it a minute. That's where we're at, either longer bolts or drop our spacer. So the truck and I had the discussion that we don't have the extended bolts, and we're going to keep what we got with the spacer. So took the old grinding wheel over here on the machine and I notched it out, so we are good to go. It's not hitting anything, so we're ready to move to the next part of this. We got to reassemble all the parts on it, but I did have to notch it out to keep off of the arm here. I had to notch it. Now I could have used the spacers if I had the longer bolts. Now if you don't have a spacer, the throttle body spacer, you're probably good. But if you got a throttle body spacer, when you do this, it comes with spacers to keep it up off of these pieces. You're probably gonna have to notch this out or get longer studs. All right, here we go, next piece.